Okay, Williams, I see you. I don't know it's partying. You're the one on a party mode. It's raining. I don't know who is partying in Africa when it's raining this hard. You let us know. You let us know. But karibu sana, I see you. It's really raining here. There's a lot of lights made. Lights are on and off, but we hope we're gonna be able to communicate till the end of the show. Because when it's raining, we don't understand what's always happening with electricity, and there are also some, quite big lightning and thunders. But karibuni sana family to yet another episode of the Africa Today show. Hope you guys are doing amazing. Yes, today I'm behind the cameras. I am not feeling okay. I am really having a headache due to my eyesight, and I'm trying as much as I can not to really look at lights because my eyes are tearing as I switch on the lights. But I hope you guys can be able to hear me clearly. For those who are on the radio station, also shout out to you. For those who are on Facebook, shout out to you. And to those who are with us on YouTube, also shout out to you. Kindly, as you join us, click that like button. And in case you are not subscribed, I tell you, the thunder and the lightning here, it's crazy. Kind of scary. I grew up literally being scared of thunders and like it's kind of scary. But karibuni sana. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day, and thank you to everyone who did tune in on the Rhythm Scripture and also on the Vibe Show. We had a live DJ session. In case you missed it, you can also check out the video is right there. A whole 2-hour session of a live DJ session. Manny and Katie were there just vibing, having an amazing time. But for you, and also on the Rhythm Scripture, we also did have an amazing conversation. I see the brothers been given the name Bob Marley. We had Bob Marley, the Bad Idea Radio in the building. And of course, we did get to conversate in 1, 2, 3 discussions. But I also see K. Williams is saying that you're on your lunch break. And this is the exact time we come live. I don't know why you never actually get the time correctly. There's no switching of anything. There's nothing that has been switched. This is literally the time that I come live for the Africa Today show. I don't know why you always keep on speaking over me changing the time. But it's saying that you're on a lunch break and you'll be at 1:30. You'll be over. It will be over by 1:30, and you're getting your point across now. And I'm getting no notifications. If you're not clicked the notification bell, of course you're not going to get the notification. So ensure you guys have clicked the notification bell to get notified every time we're going live. But I see Beth also in the building. You're saying that I had to search for y'all on YouTube. I know, right? Our YouTube was taken down. I'm so sorry, but karibu sana in the building. Our YouTube was taken down. It had been given a strike. Actually, both the channels, and they will be back. We're just keeping them pending, but they will be back for sure. They will be back. But yes, I'm glad you have found us despite everything. But yes, today we shall be having an amazing conversation. And I think on Monday, if you are tuned in on the show, we did have, was it last week or this Monday? We did speak of Tariq Nasheed, when he was talking about Burna Boy and, him being disrespectful to Black Americans. And we did break down that discussion. Hope you guys can hear me. I had to shout. It's really raining here. Hope you guys can hear me.
Yeah, Beth, they took down both the channels. Of course, you had to find us. They took down both the channels. That's why I tell you guys, always go to the website. Always go to the website, Beth. And because Joby sent out a message to the website, always go to the website and subscribe with notification to the website. So when when they take down our channels, you'll know where we're at.
Yeah, but karibu sana Keith.
Karibu sana. Good conversation you guys had today. Well, When you guys live and clear, so when YouTube went out, you guys are still live on the radio. That's what I love.
Yeah.
It
was an amazing conversation. That's why I'm telling the family, in case they didn't miss out, they can go check out the the video and see what we were conversating about. I don't know why really Mivo acted up like that, but the internet is all up good. Don't know why it did that, but
Yeah, go
you
check
see,
out the
Danny.
conversation. I'm gonna try to hire those guys. That's what I always wanted. I wanted masculine and feminine energy to go back and have good conversation. That's why I always wanted another guy in there because the conversation are always lively from the
Mm-hmm.
opposite perspective. So then
Mm-hmm.
having female energy and masculine energy, the
Mm-hmm.
conversations are always better like that.
Yeah. And he's also energetic. That's the good thing. You can be having
Yeah,
someone who is there giving a male perspective, but he's not energetic. Sorry to say, but yeah, he has
exactly,
energy. That's a good
exactly
sign.
as energy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I ain't gotta be telling my, hey man, speak up.
I know. He's all outspoken, he's all free. That is the good part. But I see Danny Harrison, karibu sana. Hope you're doing amazing today. And I see Joe Mosquito as well. Jiba Jaba, karibu sana. You're saying, hi family, great discussion this morning. Those shows are excellent. So thank you so much, for tuning in and for keeping it conversative. We were not really able to read all your comments because the conversation was so heated up, but we told you to switch over to the radio, but only Kid
Yeah,
did manage.
that's
And
what I'm trying to
we
get. Yeah, you guys should with the radio station. Remember, if it goes out there live on the radio too, that's why I called in and
Mhm.
had to get my piece on the radio. So it was even better if it was on the radio because what I said couldn't have been on YouTube anyway. But
Yeah.
I said I'm trying to get Joby, the broker for those brothers, to come back on a weekly basis as possible, but it can. I mean, I don't really care about even though he was the DJ. I didn't watch that part. I don't
Mm-hmm.
really care about him, but I don't want to be wrong and not pay all of them to come back because really, I only want the one dude to be honest with you, but that'd be kind of wrong. Really, I only want that one dude that was sitting between Shamadi and Katie. That's the only one I really want. But hey, if I'm gonna be 100, about it, he's the only one I really want. The other two, I really don't give a shit. But it'd be wrong for me not to invite all three of them back and pay all three of them. But really, like I said, I only want him to tell you the truth. But anyway, go ahead, Joe.
Well, because he's the boss of them. What I know is the boss of the other two. So
Oh,
I don't know.
he's their boss, so that's even better. I might have to. I might say, hey, I don't need your flunkies, man. Just bring you.
Okay, Williams, I see you saying that you're going to hide those guys. You better make sure they are not related to Spikes. Come on, they are not. What do you mean? They're not related to Spikes?
But you got 60 million people almost. Can you tell about related to Spikes? Good grief. Get out of here. So, all right, so get out of here. But nah, the other guy was like, the other guy with the cap on his head. He was all upset that they were out there protesting for their rights. I said his mind's all messed up. He wanted to blame the guy but organized the protest. That's your job. You're not the government. You're not responsible for people shoot your ass with live bullets. Rudo is. How you don't understand that? So those conversations are live. I love it because they can go anywhere. They can do relationships. They can do politics. They can do they can do everything. Those conversations are live because it's both female and male energy, and the brother's pretty smart. I like that he ain't. Remember when I got Spikes didn't know shit. That guy actually knows some stuff.
I see Danny Harrison. I say that cleaning my truck got it smelling like alpine and fresh coconut up in here. Well, thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you. It's important for keeping your car clean. I do not want to work with someone who has a dirty car. I don't like that actually. I don't understand someone who do not clean their car. I do not really like that. Clean your car. Period. But you're saying that her hat guy was too busy looking cute. The hat guy. Oh, you mean the guy with the blonde hair?
That was his hair.
Yes. Oh my God.
I didn't even want to think that was his hair. That nigga was already gone with the blonde. I thought he had a fucked up looking hat on, a blonde hat.
No.
No wonder his mind's already fucked up. That was his. No wonder. This nigga dark as night and got a blonde and put blonde in his head. His mind. We told what? What'd he do?
he told General Mosquito, you should not be telling him he's not Luo. He is Luo, and that is on period. You are not. You have no audacity to tell him he's not Luo. And I was like, I wish my camera was on. I felt so bad. My camera went off the law. Like, damn. Like, I this part. He said you can't tell him anything. You guys thought that was the heart. Oh my god, that was the blonde hair, a well blonde hair. And he said actually supports the LGBTQ because for him, he's a content creator. He's gonna wear.
I knew it. You can tell when the fucked up hat he had or the fucked up hair. I knew it. He wants
to wear dresses. He's gonna wear earrings. He's gonna do anything, for this content creation.
Yeah, I heard him say that about putting on dresses. This Negro don't ain't got no dignity. Now I don't want his ass back. He said, yeah, you come as content creation. I can wear dress. So you ready to belittle yourself just so you can do some content creation, moron? You ready to do some give you some money? You ready to lose your dignity and your self-respect? So he's already telling you he's a coon, like the coons in Hollywood put on dresses and do for money. He's already telling you. That's why his hair blonde. He's already letting you know. Yes, I'm a coon.
Straight in your face. That isn't that, Keith. I think it's time to promote the radio station more. The way you can circumvent these shady social media platforms, the radio station can grow more that way as well. Well, that is what actually we've been for Shumani and Katie. That is what they have been trying to do. That's why we've been giving the trivia question challenge for people to download the app.
Ain't nobody won yet. Ain't had to get no money out. Ain't nobody won.
No, they don't. They're too lazy. They're too lazy to download the app. They want the money easy, but download the app.
No money. You don't get the app. Don't get no money. Oh well.
Exactly. Yeah. So that is one of the things we've been doing, Danny, and it's slowly by slowly. We're also looking for ways how we can actually create, bring promotions, and see how we can really work around that. Start promoting some stuffs. We're looking forward to do that. Yeah. Yes, so I see just on Hill Karibu Sana, you're saying that it's Fox Down. It's Fox downtown, Los Angeles, that look just like spikes. Oh my god. And I also see Juba saying that I have a masquerade hat, looks like his hairstyle. I heard you say that earlier. He's saying that I know you're not bringing him back.
I didn't really want to bring him back. I ain't nothing to do with this boss. I said, this dude's an old time. And he said that. I said, this cat is a straight out coon. He'll sell out black people. He's in a tribal shit. This nigga is a coon. But I ain't want to stand for him because he was a DJ this morning. They was liking his ass. This nigga's a coon. And I don't fuck with coons. And I don't fuck with coons. At all.
Jibba said he's the Kenyan little nurse down on the poo-poo. Gani, if we go to the Hollywood, those small hats will straight turn him out like a hoe. Oh my god, crazy. But anyway, all of you. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. And of course, I'm gonna start straight ahead with today's discussion of a couple of few things I want us to talk about. But our main focus shall be focused on, like I said earlier, on the matter we were discussing about Tariq. Did
Burna Boy have a response? I don't know. Did he respond?
Yeah, Burna Boy responded to it. Burna Boy responded to it, and he had some few things to talk about, but we shall be getting back to that. We shall be getting back to that. But damn it! Oh my God, it's kind of scary here.
What's kind of scary?
Thunders, I'm scared. Are you guys scared? I'm scared of thunders. I'm always scared of thunders. I don't like thunders. They scare me. I don't like thunder. There's a lot of thunder. I don't like thunder. But anyway, starting from what is going on.
Let's learn with thunder. Thunder is nothing but hot and cold energy coming together to create a boom. That's it. Nothing to be scared about. It's hot and cold weather coming together and when it bounces to each other, it causes a friction. Boom. Boom, that's it. Cause a certain energetic energy to disperse. That's it. And to be scared about.
Okay. But no, not me. I'm scared. Pardon me. I'm scared. you're not changing my mind on that. But anyways, starting from what is going on across the African continent, I want to start with what is going on in Uganda. And yesterday, remember, we were discussing about Uganda passing the anti-LGBTQ bill.
We should see if Shamani want to come back. I don't know if she do or not. Ask Shamani if she wants to come in or not. Or she can stay in the chat room.
She's on the chat room. I think she can hear you clearly. Yeah.
Okay. But tell her no, she wants to come in and let her know. I sent her some money for data. You know, I don't like coons. I knew that dude was a coon. I thought that was his goddamn hair, but I didn't want to say that because the girls always say I'm too mean. I said that nigga got a fucked up hat on. I thought that was his head. You coon ass nigga, you go ahead.
Anyway, what is going on in Uganda? The Ugandans have called out on the U.S. government because remember yesterday, the parliament they did pass the bill, and we still had the U.S. government, starting by Anthony Blinken called out on Uganda and said that they must reconsider. They
must do nothing. They must reconsider. And you must reconsider killing innocent Africans. Did you say anything about the Kenyan being murdered in Virginia? Did you reconsider that? Shut up. Shut the hell up. They don't need to reconsider nothing. You reconsider your treatment to African people? No, we're supposed to be able to kill you and do what we want to do. And you listen to us because we came to Africa and made you believe we're your God.
It's crazy. So yesterday, Anthony Blinken came out and called out on Museveni, and he told him that he needs to reconsider this. And we've seen even, him promoting more Ugandans to come. Actually, the Ugandan gay activists, to come out and protest about this. And right now, the Ugandan
come to America. See if these white people want to give them visas. Hey, Blinken, why don't you just give them visas? Let the homosexuals come to America. Why don't you do that? Oh. White people don't want them over here. Go ahead.
So they said that a Ugandan MP who voted in favor of a bill that targets homosexual people has told the BBC that if the US withdrew funding in protest, it would amount the modern genocide. And the US government has said that
Africa doesn't need any aid. That aid that Cameron's got it. You don't need aid. Everything's in Africa. You're the wealthiest continent on the planet. If you don't want to give me what you gotta do is grow a backbone and say, listen here, you need what I got. Either you pay for it or you don't get it. Here, and then if they want to come and do war, get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
Sorry.
Do me, guys.
Yes. So he said that the U.S. government has said. They say that the U.S. government has said that there could be repercussions. I told you,
they treat Africans like a child. That's like your child. That's like your parent telling you, if you do that, there's going to be repercussions. I'm going to whip your ass. That's what he talk. That's what they talk to African people. There could be repercussions if you niggas don't do what you're told to. They don't talk to Chinese people like that. Russians, nobody. Only African people they talk that shit to. I'm a grown ass man. You don't tell me about no fucking repercussions. What are you talking about?
That is true. So they're saying that the U.S. government has said that there could be repercussions should the measure be signed into law and by President Museveni. And the MP Charles, a medical doctor, told the BBC Newsday program that the US provided virtual funding for critical life-saving areas like malaria and HIV, and ending these programs will be a form of modern genocide. One, I don't think we have ways how we can really cure our own diseases, and they need to we don't need any more of their fundings, because in terms of if it's coming to curb the situation of malaria, they're making it even more worse. And we've seen this in so many videos. I'm going to share the next video, which Bill Gates is literally open. He's being questioned about it, but he's in denial. He's like, no, we're just helping poor countries. What poor countries? You even had Kamala say, they literally, they know what they want in Africa because they know what Africa really contains. We never had
Everybody knows.
You ever had all these diseases? So if you for Uganda, even
No.
for them, even trying to use this actually notion of that, if the US cuts the funding, let them do it. If this is gonna cost us, let them do it. We have our own ways of surviving in terms of agriculture. We do have our own ways. We do have our own ways. But let me share this video.
Don't block this moron either in the chat room. Hey, moron. Afrobeats comes from American culture, stupid. It's a mixture of Jamaican and American culture. So we do like it. You don't like it, nigga, so don't worry about it. Why you worry about something you don't like? See, this that Tariq nasheed shit. Nigga never even been outside his backyard. These broke bummy motherfuckers who never been out their own city. Nigga never even been out his own city. When talking about leave Afrobeats in Africa and Britain. Motherfuckers, it's global now, stupid. You can't stop it because it's a global music. They make you mad? Don't listen to it, dummy. Nobody's forcing your dumb ass to listen to Afrobeats, you ignorant nigga. Is that Tariq nasheed shit, you fucking moron? See, you come up in here, I'm gonna break your back, nigga. So, coming, and don't nobody block his ass either. Let him say all the ignorant shit he wants. I told you, these are poor motherfuckers. They can live in the ghetto somewhere in a fucked up one-room apartment. Come about Afrobeats. Stop playing Afrobeats. Nigga, go get a job and put some clothes on and shut the fuck up. Go ahead, Joe.
So let me share this video that Bill Gates is being questioned very seriously about the effects he's really costing the world, but he's like, nah.
I don't need to speak with decorum. You came in here with the bullshit. Speak with some decorum. Don't talk to me like, then you come in here with the bullshit. See, these morons. We can speak with some decorum. You came in here with that fuck shit. You. They tell about speak with some decorum. If you don't like it, get your bitch ass out here. Go put your panties on, nigga. This for grown men. Go put your panties on. Fuck is wrong with you? Get your punk ass out the chat room, nigga. Go ahead, Joby. Crying ass nigga.
Play this.
Think with some cookie coral.
Bill Gates.
Thank you.
Let's start with climate change. You've said recently that the world's not going to reach its agreed targets of 1.5 degrees or even 2 degrees of warming. Should we be preparing for unstoppable climate change?
Well,
the fake climate change issue.
Reduce emissions to zero.
This criminal right here.
While we do those reductions, which is called climate mitigation, we also have to do climate adaptation. Sadly, the poor countries in the equatorial zones are the most affected. Most of the people are farmers with small pieces of land who won't be able to have the crop output they have today. So we'll have to adapt.
Engineer. You let this wicked bastard come in your country, it's complete collapse.
At the beginning,
you let this wicked bastard come in your country, it's always evil shit behind him. Killer Gates. You know, every time he comes to your country, expect some foul shit. This dude's a college dropout. Doesn't know anything about anything, but they've allowed him to have a platform because he's nothing but a puppet for the Rothschilds. I mean, the Rockefeller, Carnegies, and also the Rothschilds. Bill Gates' family was always they carried water for the Rockefellers. This moron never had any money. His family never had any money. They set him up in business. The Rockefellers set him up. Now he's running around doing their bidding. It's their bidding he's doing. He's a front man, a puppet. Bill Gates is a puppet as well.
of your visit to Australia, you had a meeting with the Prime Minister, Anthony Albanese. Did you talk to him about the role that Australia could play as a leader in climate change on the world stage?
Certainly, I've had a lot of talks. Your climate minister was in the U.S. I met a few months ago talking about some of the innovations. My Breakthrough Energy group has been down here quite a bit. We just announced investment in a company, Ruminate, that works to reduce cow-based emissions. So, yes, Australia has a huge role.
You live in a carbon-based world. Things come to eat the U.S. carbon. So them talking about he's changing the carbon on the planet means complete genocide. The world is carbon based. Black people, melanin is carbon. We are carbon beings. Not even carbon based beings. We're carbon beings. Okay? And what he said is complete utter nonsense. And he should be looked at as complete utter nonsense. Okay? Understand what he's saying? He's been funny. How's he always run around talking about all the media all of a sudden? He's the one everybody go talk to. Who the fuck is he? Oh, the Rothschilds and Rockefellers with all the media, so now they made him the face of everything. He's talking about land fucked up, the climate's fucked up. Everybody's got to take vaccines. All these damn lies he's talking about. I gotta share this video. I'm gonna share this video with Joby. Let me go find this video, Joby. I'll send it to you, buddy. How you had him and Fauci going in D.C. to the black neighborhood. I don't know if you guys seen it yet. Going to the black neighborhoods, to the poor neighborhoods, because remember, it's always go to black people first. And so, Fauci and the mayor, I told these bootlicking handkerchief head, no good house Negro scum, the black female mayor of Washington, D.C., was going door to door in the black communities, like Joey said, trying to shame you. Oh, if you don't get the jab, you're going to hurt your children and other people. I told you these bootlicks are dangerous when you don't know what's going on. But shout out to the black people in D.C. They are, You're trying to promote fear. This is 2 years ago they came. And we'll see that this mayor is held responsible for what's happening with these people that took the you-know-what. Because, lady, you are implicated in world crime. And I'd be damned if the NAACP and any other handkerchief head goddamn boule institution try to save you Negroes. All of you are guilty against crimes against humanity. I'm going to find that video. Go ahead, Joe. I'm going to find it, send it to you. Go ahead, Joe.
Okay.
It'll have some of the cheapest renewable energy in the world.
Do you think Australia can be the kind of leader it wants to be on the world stage?
I think that's big cheese ass. I think that, nobody know Bush me. Nobody know we say Bush me here except us. I think that's big cheese. Right? I think that's big cheese ass. I think that's big cheese ass. Go ahead, Joe. Go ahead.
It looks like big cheese icon too. The color.
I think that's big cheese ass.
You used to be such a exporter of fossil fuels.
Well, I think Australia will be able to export green product, and so it's certainly where the opportunity
no, it's not big cheese.
is greater than it has been in the past.
Now, you've also made a very big investment in next generation.
It's not big cheese, apparently. Big cheese is in the chat room as well.
I don't see big cheese.
That looks like an icon.
I don't see big cheese in the chat room nowhere. I don't see big cheese in here.
That is big cheese. I've highlighted.
Oh,
I've highlighted his comment.
Okay.
Nuclear
Big cheese always fools us.
plants. Just briefly, can you explain how these are better than the old style nuclear plants?
Well, nuclear fission ended up being so expensive that the electricity just wasn't competitive with particularly natural gas generated electricity. So the question is there a design that could be dramatically safer but also far less expensive? That's the dream that a company I back is pursuing.
Now, should Australia be rethinking its policy on nuclear energy?
Well, Australia doesn't need to get engaged on this.
Why is he talking about every other country that got shit to do with him?
Over the next 10 to 15 years and see if this next generation, in terms of its cost, safety, waste disposal, meets these very high goals. If so, hopefully it'll take a look. Should that be a piece of the energy mix? In the meantime, being very aggressive to take full advantage of Australia's natural endowment to do solar and wind, that's clear cut and beneficial to Australia and the world.
Is the threat of the next pandemic as urgent now as the threat from climate change?
Well, they're very different. Climate change just gets worse every year as long as you continue emissions. A pandemic will likely to go a fair period of time without either a naturally or intentionally caused pandemic. But when it does strike,
and it's funny we got pandemics at the pandemics all of a sudden. Isn't that funny? And none of the media you allowed to talk about. And also, fam, I'm gonna start doing our shows on Rumble. Rumble seems to be. I'm gonna start doing live on Rumble so we can actually say what we want to say. That seems to be getting a big audience. I want some Europeans in here too, so we can say what we gotta say in front of them. But yeah. So, and talking about all this old fake climate change. Don't look at Bill Gates. He's the one has bought out companies. He's the one trying to blot out the sun. He's the one chemtrailing the skies. Him. They're the ones responsible for geoengineering. They're doing it. But, of course, the media doesn't tell you anything about geoengineering. Remember, first they said it never existed. You had to have a tinfoil hat on, and you were crazy. And these are only crazy conspiracy theories that people start taking soil samples and showing you. Geoengineering is happening. They're putting aluminum, vanadium, and everything in the damn atmosphere, and the shit is just bleeding on our ass. And you can take any camera at night, family, go outside your house and stand in the dark and just show your flashlight, and you'll see all that shit just raining, all these particles just raining down on your ass. But when they geoengineering the planet. But everything is a conspiracy theory. You're a nut. You're a crackpot. You're a kook. Because these bastards here are psychopaths, family. Absolute psychopaths. Psychotic. And that's why they're allowed to run around and tell all these lies on their media, which then have a damn bit of truth in their life. But go ahead, Joe.
Millions of lives and tens of trillions of dollars. Fortunately, the cost to be ready for the next pandemic is rounding error compared to what it takes to retool.
The next pandemic is supposed to be family once in a lifetime, once every maybe 500-600 years. Now for them, a pandemic every other year. Another pandemic. Another pandemic. Like it's just normal, like it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Another pandemic, the next pandemic, another pandemic. It's time for pandemic. You know why? Because these are the ones creating the pandemics. Go ahead,
Bruce.
An economy to solve climate change. So, preparation for earthquakes, pandemics, governments are responsible for their people's welfare. And so a modest investment should make us able to not have a severe pandemic.
You just referenced intentional pandemics. Do you harbor any doubts about the origins of COVID-19?
No, the evidence is very clear that it's naturally caused. It's a bad virus, and we're going to have natural epidemics.
They've already proven the FBI. I know how old this thing, so he's lying. They've already proven it came from the lab. The FBI already came out and told you. Everybody knew this, so he's lying. It's not from no bats. What he's saying is a goddamn lie. That's why you got sorry ass Joe Biden. I'm going to now release
conspiracy theory emerged during the pandemic, using the vaccine rollout to control, even to the extent of people claiming you wanted to insert chips inside them. Now, a lot of those ideas were spread by tech companies, by platforms owned by tech companies.
A lot of these ideas were spread, and we know this is true for family.
Those
I can't say too much on here.
Debates going on unchecked.
Yeah, I think every time the question's asked, it helps spread the rumor. So, maybe I should complain even more, but I certainly point out false stories when they're, or even people who highlight sort of almost silly misinformation.
But did you talk to the tech companies about how those debates were being carried out?
Yeah, there's a constant dialogue of anybody who gets, this crazy stuff published, of going to the digital platforms and saying, hey, look at this, look at that.
Now, it's not just the attacks on you. You say more broadly that digital polarization is one of the forces holding back progress, and it's getting worse. So should you be taking a different approach to how information is managed?
Well, every country has different laws and different approaches. I don't have the magic solution to misinformation.
Do you wish that Elon Musk hadn't bought Twitter, for example?
Elon's done a lot of great work.
Everything's disinformation. They don't want you to say shit. Every country's got to do about disinformation. Ain't nothing but he's disinformation. He's a goddamn liar. He's a psychopath.
I'm not sure that's the best use of his time, but it's up to him what he decides to do. We have a generation coming that will hopefully be creative about social media and how we make it more of a force for good.
Last year, you pledged to give away almost all of your wealth. What drove that latest decision?
Well, there's nothing new there. I talked for decades about the fact that the wealth I'm lucky enough to have.
Billions of dollars on these vaccines. He's not a philanthropist. See, this whole thing is a lie. See how the media try to crop something to you? Try to make it like he's a philanthropist. He doesn't know. He's a good guy. He's going to give all his money away, all these goopy lies. He's a philanthropist, which he is not. He's a psychopath.
The success of Microsoft, and then now the incredible generosity of Warren Buffett to the Gates Foundation as well. That's going to go to reduce inequity, to back brilliant new ideas, brilliant new science, to do things like eradicate polio, eradicate malaria. I enjoy that work. It's going very well. And so, we're on track. I'm very lucky that means the foundation's continuing to grow. We'll get to over $9 billion a year of giving for these causes of inequity.
You make it sound like it was automatic, but it had to begin somewhere, and it with you and Melinda and Warren Buffett starting the Giving Pledge, where very wealthy people pledge to give their wealth away in their lifetimes or in their wills. But in Australia, where philanthropy lags a long way behind the US.
He's not a philanthropist.
What is your message? Very wealthy
Australia. And dude, why are you so triggered about Nigeria and the herdsmen? Why you worry about that? It ain't got shit to do with you, moron. We're talking about the tribesmen and the herdsmen. Why do you give a fuck? Do you live in Nigeria, nigga? Why do you care? Why are you so upset about the tribesmen, the herdsmen, the Fulani? Why do you care? What's it to you? They're not taking your food stamps, nigga. They're not there and no fucking with your EBT card or nothing. Why are you concerned about that? never made me about broke motherfuckers worry about some shit out in another country ain't got shit to do with him. You got herdsmen. You got herdsmen coming where you live, messing with you with AK-47. Are you in Igbo land? Why are you concerned about that? Got shit to do with it. Talk about the Igbo land. Talk about how you can't pay rent, nigga. Rent is due almost in the month. You about to get evicted. Let's talk about that. Talk about you almost about to get evicted. Let's talk about that. Go ahead, Joe.
He is very fulfilling. I think in some ways it's not a favor to your children to have all the wealth show up. Every parent has to decide what the appropriate level is. In my case, I can see the impact that philanthropy is having. It's my full-time work. It allows me to work with incredible people. And so, yes, I hope I'm an example that encourages more philanthropy. The Giving Pledge is not about pooling money. We simply get people together to share what they're learning, what they're motivated by. And, the dream is that over time, the quantity and quality of philanthropy will improve.
After your divorce, I think there was an agreement that the foundation would consider after 2 years whether you and your former wife would still work together. How is it working? Will you continue to work together?
I expect we'll continue to work together. My wife Melinda does great work. She's an amazing contributor to the work of the foundation, and it benefits from the skill sets we both bring.
Now, one of the issues that's dogged you is that of your relationship with Jeffrey Epstein. Do you regret the relationship that you maintained with him against Melinda's advice and wishes?
Oh, I've said that. You're going way back in time, but yeah,
new audience.
I will say for the over 100 time. Yeah, I shouldn't have had.
Pause this, Joe. I get this goofy nigga this work. I was raised with your mama, nigga. Breastfeeding with her old raggedy ass titties, nigga. You talking about some hassle decorum? Decorum was over, busted ass nigga. Now, let's see, since did you say hood rats and not hood rats? Okay. Let's play big bank, take little bank, punk. Where you live at, nigga? Let's see where you live. Since we're gonna get into this, I'm gonna lower the vibration for a little bit. Since you came in here, you want some attention. I'm gonna focus my attention on you, punk. All right? So let's answer real questions. Where you live at? Okay? Let's do that first. Now, I was raised by my mother and my father, sorry. And mostly my father's stupid ass, but now, so to answer your question, where you live at, nigga? I want to know where you live at. I live in Florida, moron, and I've answered your question, where do you live? Yes, I live in Section 8. Tell me the neighborhood you live in. I've been almost every neighborhood, really where black people live anyway in this country. So give me a roundabout where you ain't gotta give me your address, tell me roundabout. I know you're not gonna do it. Just tell me roundabout where you live. Give me a roundabout. Go ahead, Joe. This goofy motherfucker ain't gonna answer no question. Same old thing. You want attention? I want attention.
Dinners with him.
You tell me how no, your emotions are good, stupid. In certain cases, see, you don't know how the universe works. Certain things, emotions, bring manifestations into being, dummy. I know you don't. I know you're not well educated. You're not well educated, stupid. You live in my mama's bedroom, okay? My mom's dead. You in the bedroom? You all fucked up? I'm from your mama's coochie, okay. When's it gonna be funny? You trying to be funny, right? You don't want laughing. When's it gonna be funny? Huh? When's it gonna be funny? Motherfucker laugh at his own joke. I'm in your mama's coochie. You in your daddy's asshole, nigga. Get out your daddy's asshole. Stop smelling your daddy's dick and balls, punk.
Booty juice,
I mean, it's.
Go ahead, Joey.
No, I had dinner with him, and that's all.
And you regret the relationship, the acquaintance, and the relationship between the foundation and Epstein.
There never was any relationship of any kind.
That's the past. Let's go to the future. You, from reading what you said, you are both excited and also concerned about where the AI revolution is taking us. We're very caught up at the moment with talk about how ChatGPT is going to be writing student essays. But you've also described a future where vast numbers of white-collar jobs are replaced. What else should we be preparing for?
Well, innovation is always going to surprise us. AI is going to, help us with teaching kids. It's going to help us with access to healthcare workers, making healthcare more efficient. The economy is always
teaching kids how to become homosexual, health workers how to inject people with what and controlling them. It's just crazy lies.
It's changing. Agricultural productivity change the job mix. Very few people are farmers today, and food
I'm in my
doesn't
feelings. No,
require.
I used to come in and roast people, dude. If you know me, you would know I come in and I destroy you. I don't get emotional. Might sound like I'm emotional because, I don't know you, nigga. So me being emotional just sounds like that because I'm full of fire. See, you have Black Eye Fire. This is a fire network. I roast cats. What I do. But go ahead, Joby.
Much of your budget. AI is going to affect not just blue collar jobs, but also white collar jobs. There'll be plenty of time to adapt as this increased efficiency gives us more economic options.
But are there dangers that we haven't foreseen yet? We're talking about the kind of the immediate next step. Where do you see the dangers lying? What should we be preparing for?
Well, the digital revolution, things like misinformation, that is unexpected. And this is a whole of society thing. There are unpredictable things that come as you have new technologies. Overall, life today is significantly better than 200 years ago, 100 years ago. So, the downsides of
these are all lies, but in general, what I'm trying to say, rather refer to, is that what is going on in Uganda. You can see with all this propaganda, they're saying we're here to help Africa, come in the name of poor countries. They're all here to just benefit and kill. That is what we basically know according to their agenda. The Agenda 2030 comes with all this climate change. Then we have people dying from climate change. We have, all sorts of crazy stuff going on, which is super, super insane. You said what?
I said, that's it. That's true.
Oh,
no
okay.
more. No more. I can't take no more his ass. I can't take no more. Okay.
Yeah, let me take the video down. Of course, that is where I was ending it. But let me go through the comments. I see what you guys are saying. Apart from this not black American issue, who is talking his shit right here? I see Bill Gates. John was saying that Bill Gates is Joby's favorite person. Not really. Not really. I just love there's a part where it's not really part. I don't think it's in part of that video, but there was where it was being asked about the GMO, what it's really doing in Africa, and he was in denial, still saying it's a conspiracy theory. People should not put misinformations outside here, and all that. But also see Shmani is saying that he's staggering because he's lying punkers, of course. And also see that Jason is saying that I wish he came to Compton or what, knocking the doors, especially that weak creature. And I also see Mr. MBA Karibu is saying that you see that black nurse, she's nothing but a modern day Eunice Rivers miss, and whatever that means, I'm not getting that. But you're also saying that that black nurse with the fraudshi is in that video clip is nothing more than a modern day ball Eunice Rivers going into the community in assisting destroying our own people. Okay, I think I connect what you're saying. And just saying, Jibba, that check out the geoengineering film, The Demon. I'll check that one out. And you're also saying that the ball bootlegs are always participating in these programs against against black people, and members who are the
trying to find it now.
Pips, Omega Pipsi, whatever that is. Members who are the ones who oversaw the Tutsi experiment. And the Big Chi is saying that it doesn't look like the first Billy Gates. You mean this is another Billy Gates according to what we're learning the other day?
It might be a deep fake. You get you get close look at a lot of these people. That ain't the same people no more. Ears don't match, mouth don't match, teeth don't match. It's like you got, I don't know how many Bidens you got walking around. You got about 5 Biden. Ears be different on one Biden, mouth be different on the other Biden. There's a lot of deep fake shit going on around here. It's crazy.
And I see Jibba is saying that he threw a diss to Musk and praised Buffett. Get on board, Elon. And I also see MBA saying that this bastard was apparently executed in India with his wife in 2013. Damn, this clone is currently wanted in 4 countries. Sure, damn.
Yeah. I don't know if they killed. I don't know if they killed him, but yeah, he was wanted in India. But remember, India overturned that this year. They said, yeah, he was wanted for murder. They were gonna execute his ass. I don't know if they did it or not, but he was. There was a warrant out put out for Bill Gates because he had murdered so many individuals in the Indian villages with one of them vaccines. And then they reprised it. They reprised it again, I think in 2020 at the beginning of this pandemic. But you'd have to look that up. But yeah, he does look like I said, you know how many clones, how many different individuals, how many deep fakes we got walking around. It's absolute crazy. Like when you got the video of Hillary Clinton back in 2016 having a stroke. You know, stroking out, right? Falling down, they rushing into the van. The next day she's all right. Yeah, you know, you got, I don't know how many Hillary Clintons they got. It's crazy. So we're dealing with a lot of deep fake going on. It's, you know, a lot of things are absurd that we think are real that are not real. So it's absurd.
No, I see
we got to do a show on deep fakes.
Controversial vaccines. Why Bill Gates and Melinda Gates? I'll have to look that up very quick. That's
vote blue. They don't vote blue. We don't talk about vote no blue over here. Get out of your damn mind, dude. We don't vote blue or red.
I'll look at that MBA later. That is a very serious information. Damn. In 2013, then we think Bill Gates is someone else who's just touring African countries, right? Damn it. It's just crazy. But also saying that I see... Trying to skip these comments. Kejas Williams, karibu sana. I see you, and this is saying that let me go on this ruggedy. We don't play over here, son. Tell him. And also see Pedro karibu sana in the building. He's saying that this is you. This is the you will own nothing and be happy agenda all playing out. And Big Cheese is saying Jibajaba, this sounds like a white or immigrant troll. Connie jokes.
I do say Democrat. And I know that he's not right. Democrat. We don't back the wicked ass Democrats over here, boy.
And just to say that people will respond to this when it's too late. And Keisha Williams is saying that a mind is a terrible thing to waste. Bill Gates is FOs. And you're also saying, Jason, that we've been in the age of clones. And what else? I remember that film, Wage of Dog. But anyway, moving on a little bit further from that. Yesterday we were talking about a very serious situation about the Ivron Otieno, the Kenyan guy who was suffocated to the ground by 9 deputies, and he ended up dying, and he was actually mental ill. And we saw Cramp. What is it called? The other name, Cramp. That guy,
Benjamin Crump.
Yeah, on the video.
Have bag will travel.
Of course, we've seen him in that. We saw him in that video, and of course, he's supposed to be representing the black people, especially. I don't know what's the term I'm supposed to be using, but I've seen that there are other people who actually also were killed in a certain concert of one of the American artists, rappers, who goes by the name Glorilla, and these 3 were stamp-fitted, and there are 3 black people, and the family is calling out injustice. And I've seen him also being given the same role where he's supposed to seek justice and calling out on the concert organizers and the staff to actually come forward and act accordingly. But again, personally, I think it's the same old thing we've seen, and it's sad to see that black lives generally, like I was saying yesterday, we've been taken like, it's like mosquitoes, how you can just zap mosquitoes anytime, and it's just like another normal day, or it's another normal day for a black person to die, and that's just okay. This needs to stop and needs to stop being normalized, and we need to actually ensure that these people have been appointed to these jobs that they're not really working. But again, I don't know how you can really do it. It's crazy to see that, especially in America. This is the another thing that literally I'm trying so hard to process, based on how history is and how what really Black American people went through in terms of history, I don't understand how you'd still be a coon in America. You know, if you speak of self-hate, fine.
Coons everywhere. Why wouldn't you be a coon in America? why wouldn't you be a coon in America, especially if the benefits are so good for you being a coon and a bootlick against your people? You're getting benefits, but you're destroying your own people. So there's always going to be coons everywhere, globally. Like we had a coon in the studio today.
Yeah, we do have coons everywhere. But again, I ask myself another question. Like you said, by 2050, we're gonna have the population of most Black people being forced to come back to Africa.
Yeah, they're gonna be forced. They're gonna be wiped out. Most of them not gonna come. I'm not gonna force somebody to come to Africa. You gotta understand, economically, you're gonna be wiped out because you were dealing with that fake. Most of these morons be talking about that MLK shit, Martin Luther King Jr. Like I told you, that was a psyop to go against Malcolm X. But you found out that was the Jewish organizations that created the NAACP. They, through their Jewish handlers, funded what you call the civil rights movement. Through them and these fucking bootlicking, handkerchief head preachers, you know, because Black people always follow preachers and shit. So that was to make sure that they were going to put Black people back on the plantation. You know, like I said, that I have a dream speech is nothing like they told you. And I already told you that individuals, Black people, were tired of being, like you said, tired of being brutalized, tired of being disenfranchised, and they were coming to Washington to completely shut down the government. And the powers that be found out about it and said, hey, we got to put our puppet out there to get in front of this. Martin Luther King. That's when you get the March on Washington, I have a dream bullshit speak. That supposedly he made it up on the fly, which is a lie. His Jewish handler sitting there beside him, the white guy, wrote that shit. I believe that little boys and little Black girls can be together and all that old hokey ass bullshit. And then I put you on a Democratic plantation for the last 60 years who ain't done shit for you now. We don't rock with Democrats nor Republicans. If we're not given anything by any one of these political parties, we don't move. I told you, voting's a quid pro quo, this for that. What am I getting for my vote? Either you give me something, I don't vote for nobody. We don't stay on nobody's reservation. That's what all that damn civil rights shit did. And that's what Lyndon Baines Johnson, the president at the time, said. Once I sign a few of these goofy bills, and you can look, I want you to look this up, Joby, on Google, see if we can find it. Lyndon Baines Johnson said, as soon as I find a few of these goofy bills that's not gonna do shit, I'm gonna have these niggas voting Democrat for the next 100 years. So go to Google and say President Johnson's quote: once I pass the Civil Rights Act, I will have these Black people voting Democratic for the next 100 years. See if you can find it. So President Johnson, quote, says, once I sign this civil rights bill, I will have the Civil Rights Voting Act. So I will have these Black people voting Democrat for the next 100 years.
Okay.
You find anything on it?
Yeah, let me see.
So the ideal that you just became a Democrat and they give you all that Martin Luther King shit, his birthday and all that wacky shit, that was to keep you on the plantation voting for these wicked ass Democrats for the next 50 years who ain't done shit for Black people. Now we understand that both parties are racist. There's no good liberal, there's no good conservative. They're all white and they're anti-Black. So our thing was always, hey, we'll see what you're bringing to the table for us. See, all these other fake, phony motherfuckers like that Professor Black Truth, they're nothing but Democratic shields. They keep telling you, what about the orange man? What about this? They say they're not Democratic shields, but they always talk about some Democratic point of view. We don't get off the pot to shit until we're offered something by somebody. We don't care who it is, Democrat or Republican. We're independent. as adults, that's how we're supposed to move.
Mm-hmm.
We don't get swayed by emotions and all this other childish shit. Oh, look at this! I had a dream speech. Go ahead, you find it?
Yeah, I see they're saying that a viral quote circulating since the 1990s attributes the following statement to Lyndon Baines Johnson, the
That's
36th president of the United States. Quote, I quote, it says that I'll have those niggers
Those
voting
niggas.
democratic
right.
for 200 years. And
I
he
thought it
said
was
that
100.
these,
200 years. I thought it was 100. My fault. 20 years. So I have these niggas vote. This way he thought of you. He thought, this all your Martin Luther King shit. Everybody tell you to worship. It's all on your media. It's all on your. You're loving it. All your commercials. But Linda, bitch, I have these dumb niggas voting Democratic for 200 years, and I'm not going to give them a goddamn thing. And you don't know the Democratic Party ain't racist to you? Go ahead, Joby. Niggas.
He said that these niggers are getting pretty uppity these days, and
uppity, that's right. Uppity means, Joey, we're asking to be treated like human beings. It's like the Kenyans win the street fight for the rights. You're fighting for your rights. You're asked to be treated with justice. So white people call it you acting uppity because black people are supposed to be poor, fucked up, stupid, and impoverished.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that. They say that these Negroes, he said these Negroes they're getting pretty uppity these days, and there's a problem for us since they've got something now they've never had before, and the political pull to back up their uppiness. Now we've got to do something about this, and we've got to give.
I'm good.
We've got to give them something. We've got to give them a little something, just enough to quiet them down, not enough to make a difference. And I'll have these niggas voting Democratic for the next 200 years. That is what he said in the quotes. That is what he said. But I see Danny saying, Big Chill is saying that Joby, when you see cramp, that usually means that the family sold the victim out to the money bag. Of course, I already know that. And they also say, I see Danny Harrison Karibu Sana in the building. He's saying that the reason why I like those old Family Guy cartoons, Family Guy cartoons is because they put the truth in it. Yeah, true. The Family Guy cartoon has truth. Actually, one thing there's another one on Netflix. It's called The Inside Job. I'm looking forward to watch that. It's a series. I'm waiting to finish another series, then start that one. There's a lot of truth in these cartoons. A lot of what is happening. The CIA, they're mentioning everything. The deep state, they're mentioning literally everything. Yeah, we almost expose the deep state and all that. They are exposing everything in cartoons, and this is something that I think has been happening for years. We've just been too dumb to see it, super crazy. If SpongeBob has been there for the longest time and I didn't know it was gay, Lord have mercy. But you're saying that the reason why I like those old Family Guy cartoons is because they put the truth in it. And in one cartoon, they had some Nation of Islam members quoting a speech written by Jewish writers. And just in it was funny because when the Jewish writers went to lunch, they got stuck. I think you love cartoons, so do I. I love animations personally. I'd watch animations, especially when I feel like I'm super low. I watch animations because I find they're just gonna turn out funny. That's all. And I see Big Chili saying, Jibatori saying that Johnson has a mulatto daughter. Okay.
Yeah. Because, of course you do. They were all, dipping in the chocolate tree. So to say. Yeah.
Whatever that is.
Kuma, Joby, Kuma.
Damn.
Man,
Big cheese.
I'm trying to be nice to you. You brought me back again. Kuma, Joby.
Big cheese. You're saying that treat your vote like a prostitute, sell it to the high bidder. Crazy. Kejas is saying that Joe Biden said that same thing about big shot Negroes. Damn. And
he sure did. I forgot about that. Big stuff.
Mm-hmm. I see not Black Americans is saying that Martin Luther King, a civil rights generation, got manipulated. It was too late. Burning house was all these immigrants and making the country a fucking corporation. And just saying that the NAACP Urban Legal Congression Black. Okay. 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 And you're saying that now black communities gotta suffer on our children dying in the floods of immigrants on drugs, and but us niggas wanna save the world. Talk that stupid as Africa shit and Pan-Africanism. Man, you're just a hater. You go to hell. We don't care. You take your negativity elsewhere. Okay? We don't care. You heard? We don't care. But anyway, moving on. I also want to talk about what is going on with European nations still wanting to maintain strong ties with the African continent in terms of right now in hydrogen economy. The hydrogen economy. And they're saying that the European is looking at Africa as the main partner, for green hydrogen economy. Why Africa? Why not China? Why not India? But just Africa. But they say that Africa
Because Africa is the wealthiest place on the planet. That's why. It's about dominate African people. That's why.
They say that Africa's total announced electrolyzer pipeline capacity has reached 114 gigawatts, with 61% of this tied to countries in sub-Saharan African, and according to the Red Star Energy analysis. And this African region has an announced electrolyzer pipeline of about 70 gigawatts, and 50% of the total, followed by the South Africa and Namibia. And the sub-Saharan African holds a highly strategic position of the development of successful green hydrogen economy, as South Africa seats about 90% of the world's global platinum group metal reservoirs, and critical for the production of the polymer electrolyte.
It makes me mad when the brother says, you're not a lineage. He's listening to some motherfucker with a half white woman and a white woman living in his house. See, that's the sadness of us, of black Americans. His leader is a high school dropout with a white woman eating goddamn eating pork chop cabbage stew, and a mixed woman. They tell me the dude they listen to ain't even other lineage. That's what's fucking crazy. That's what's crazy and saddening about us as a people. This nigga's whole family ain't even of the lineage. Mostly some goddamn Hispanic motherfuckers from goddamn Cuba or Puerto Rico, some fucking where. That's why his family married all these fucking Ricans and shit. They ain't married nobody black. They don't care about black people. It's something but a hustle. That makes me mad about us as black Americans. We so easily captivated by morons that white people put up in the media to follow. Shit's crazy as shit. Listen to this fucking idiot who's a goddamn motherfucker, ain't married nobody black, ain't with nobody black, can't stand black people. Talk crazy about black people. You don't never say shit against these white people. I got my wife is FBA because I said she's FBA. Your wife, your mom, your woman is a mixed woman. Her daddy's a white man. She's not an FBA or whatever kind of fake nomenclature they making. FBA, some goopy nigga make some nomenclature. You know, so they'll fall into their death. You know, they'll make no money off these morons with that stupid ass. Oh, also, family, I got invited. I'm not gonna get over there. Shout out to the individuals in Charleston. They heard me. I guess they, when our numbers are still big. We're another small channel again. That other channel's growing again, even though they took it down for a week or 2 weeks. There's a real museum opening, family, in Charleston. It's called the International African American Museum. They gave me an invite. I guess they heard me talking about Tariq Fake Museum in my hometown of LA, that fucking liquor store. But they sent me an invite. It's supposed to open. I think I gotta look up again, but they invited me to the inaugural opening in Charleston, South Carolina. It's called see if you can find this, Joby. See if you can find images. Say, put up images of the International African American Museum in Charleston, South Carolina. They gave me an invite, and it's actually a real museum. Can you imagine this? Not some goofy liquor store. It's actually a real museum. Not some niggas liquor store where you're doing comedy night. You're doing not at the Apollo. Who's not your people? I trace my people back to Africa, dude. So, unless you listen to Dan Calorie, no good, stupid ass, or Tariq Nasheed, dumbass. And not your people, but they are my people. I can trace my lineage all the way back to the Congo. I know when my people got here in America. Came up through what you call Angola, South Carolina, Angola, Louisiana. My dad's people, that's a fact, and ended up in Texas. I've been tracing my lineage back way before Tariq Nasheed and your fake FBA shit. That's the real museum. Yeah, that's it. It's not open yet. That's actually a museum. I was invited to the inauguration. They wanted me to also advertise it. So this is an actual museum, family. And they know they're in Geechee Gullah, South Carolina, Geechee Gullah. They know they can trace their ancestry back to Geechee Gullah. Trace their ancestry back to what we call Guinea, Cote d'Ivoire, Liberia, Sierra Leone, and Senegal. So we know it's a fact linguistically. So they're not his people. But linguistically, we know we can trace their lineage back to Geechee Gullah in South Carolina, to trace their lineage back to the African continent, because they still speak a lot of that dialect today. You know. And so that's a real museum. And if you guys haven't heard about it, because I haven't been, it's not sponsored by Tariq the con man, the sheep. See, that's a real museum. That's like a museum, don't it, Joby? Don't like a real museum?
Yeah, it's really pretty, very pretty.
It's pretty. It don't look like a liquor store, do it? Like a liquor store?
Nah. It's very expensive. This is very expensive.
Very nice. It's a real museum. Mm-hmm. So they shout out to me and sent me some emails. They wanted me to come. They sent me an inaugural ticket to go and promote it. But I'm not gonna make it there in South Carolina. I gotta look at the dates again. But anybody, I'm gonna give everybody the dates. I'm gonna do a short video on it though. I don't got the time to go up to South Carolina to promote it, but it looks, like I said, it looks amazing. I'm proud of the individuals that put together, and they are actually connecting you back to your African roots, right? The Geechee Gullah know they African. You can't tell no Geechee Gullah. No, this moron did a video called The Maroons. The Maroons knew they were African, but he's not gonna tell you that in that goofy movie. I'm not watching that shit anyway. But he's talking about the Dismal Swamp. He probably can't tell you shit about the Dismal Swamp. This is some shit he's gonna give enough people he's gonna put in front of him. That's in North Carolina. It's called the Dismal Swamp here, where a lot of slaves went to go live because white people couldn't go in there, because at that time, white people can't stand harsh conditions. The mosquitoes and the heat would kill their ass. So a lot of slaves end up what they call the Dismal Swamp out there on the Carolina coastline. It's between Virginia and North Carolina. It's harsh air. A lot of black people went there to settle. And so, but they knew they were from Africa. These niggas they listen to all these other morons. We're Indians. Ain't it funny? I'm gonna ask this brother, because I don't like to hurt people's feelings. I know they probably been there. Since you guys have indoor plumbing, Africans created indoor plumbing. Good grief, you don't know nothing about your hit. Sad. You're sad, brother. Okay, but tell me this. And I'm not saying there wasn't black people over here, but where were all the black tribes in Canada? There wasn't no borders. Why was no bunch of black tribes in Canada? What happened to them? What happened to the indigenous black people in Canada? There wasn't no border. Wasn't no America, so wasn't no Canada either. There wasn't no borders, but a white man came, created these borders. So where are all the indigenous Africans up in Canada? I've been to Canada over and over again. Not a bunch of black people in Canada. They kill them all. Where are the indigenous Negroes in Canada at? Where they at? They always ask these questions. Where all the indigenous did they just stop at there was no border? Why did the indigenous black people just stop here inside of America and they didn't go over into Canada? What happened to them? They just stopped. They knew 1,000 years later, they were gonna make an imaginary border there. Why you don't got a big African indigenous population in Canada? I'm just asking. I want people to think. I'm just asking that question. I'm just asking. As a child, we went to Bull Flint in South Carolina. It was spooky as fuck all over our back. Yeah, it was spooky in the place. They were. They're billion what? They're billion plus in population.
They are billion plus in population and flee all over the global like cowards.
Okay, you're talking about the Africans. They flee all over the continent like cowards. Okay. You're welcome to your own opinion. Nothing wrong with that. I still want you to explain Canada to me. I'm not talking about that. I want you to explain Canada. Where's all the black tribes in Canada at? Because this is one landmass, right? Because it would mean there would be a bunch of black tribes in Canada as well. I've been to Canada and just doesn't exist. I wonder where all these black tribes are at in Canada. You're not going to answer. Okay, Wakanda, fantasy, this, fantasy, that, fantasy. Okay. Whatever.
Let him be.
Go ahead. Yeah, I'm done with the energy. He won't answer the question. He's just going on. All right, I'm good. Go on, Joe.
We let him be. But moving on, I take you a little bit still back in Africa and talk about what is going on in Kenya regarding the protests. And Raila did declare every Monday from next week and Thursday we shall be having national-wide protests until Ruto gets to hear every citizen. But yesterday, on our discussion on the Rhythm Scripture, we saw one of the breaking news that was happening is that Muslims came forth and spoke about, us not actually dropping the protest and respecting their month of prayer. And we also saw the bishops also from Catholic churches also being called forth to call people to relax on this matter of protest. Today it was the media. The media has also been warned and they have been told that if you found actually airing this particular protest, you shall be having your license dropped. You shall not be, operating in the country as a media anymore. So this is actually, we're going back to dictatorship again. The same thing we keep on talking about.
That's what the media is supposed to do. It's supposed to inform the people what's going on. Now they're telling you if you show the protest, you're going to be dropped as a media. Then what's news then? That's how you know you live in a dictatorship. Exactly right.
So they're saying that right now what they're saying is that you remember that there were some few member of parliament that were arrested. We also had some citizens who were arrested. That is 238 protesters were arrested. In South Africa, we had 87 protesters who were arrested. But right now, Raila Odinga has called on actually all of them to be released. And I know this is not actually going to happen. I'm not really sure if this is going to happen. They're saying that 4 Kenyan MPs have been charged with unlawful, and we also have lawyers who have also been charged, actually not just MPs, those who did actually go against Ruto. Because what the media is writing that we are going against Ruto's government by protesting. We're just demanding for our rights. That is all we're doing. Ugali flour is getting crazy. The tissue paper itself is getting crazy. Even now, ugali flour. A tissue paper, it's even right now quite hard for people to afford that. It's
all over the world. As I told you, family, get ready. We're in the midst of an economic crisis. I've been warning you guys for 6 years. That's why they took down all my channels. Get ready. You're going to have banking collapse after banking collapse. I'm sure you guys have already listened. Make sure you get all your money out of the bank and move your money small. Not regional banks, because the regional banks are also, those are the ones that are about to collapse, because they want you to move your money into the bigger banks, the big 6. They want you to move your money. Remember, it's the Federal Reserve that's going to collapse these banks. So understand what I'm telling you. When they flooded the world with erroneous money, where they did all the money printing, and they told these banks they could get all these loans at no interest, and they went back and bought U.S. bonds. The bonds are now almost worthless or losing value because of the raising of interest rates. So this is the Federal Reserve that they were doing. They know that all these small regional banks were holding these government bonds and didn't know the Federal Reserve was going to raise the interest rates. So that's what dropped the value of the bonds, making these banks insolvent. Understand insolvency. So do not go to regional banks, go to credit unions, and make sure these credit unions are standalone, independent of any regional bank or any of the big six. They want, when the regional banks start collapsing, family, they're going to want you to move your money to the big banks. That's going to be JP Morgan, Chase, Citibank, Bank of America, and Wells Fargo. What that's going to happen, you're not going to get that money back. And you're going to say, why, Keith? Because I told you they want to move you into digital currency. But they completely lock us down. So, remember all that reparation talk, all these goofy niggas like Tariq, his hero don't never mention none of this shit. And all these morons that listen to him are going to be fucked up in the next 2 to 3 months. Now watch what I'm saying is real. I'm going to watch my word because they'll take down the video. Everybody that he follows, they're already told by their white handlers that these Negroes like him, they're going to be broke and fucked up. They're going to be ass out. But us, you get your money out the bank, and we got to start moving our money into separate crypto spaces, family. Because they're going to try to lock it. Once you get that money from the regional banks collapsing, they're going to collapse. They're insolvent now. You understand me? They are insolvent now. And you guys asked me 6 years ago, 7 years ago, I kept telling you this was happening because it was a statistical certainty that this collapse was coming. You guys used to always ask me, when, what date? I didn't know the date. But God damn it, I know the date now. I know the time now. It's happening now. So make sure you got your money out of all regional banks, because the regional banks are insolvent, family. They're going to fear-base you, put your money in the big banks, same way they're doing it in Nigeria now with the crypto money from the Rothschild, the digital currency. They're going to try, that's why they already told you we got Fed Now coming out, in June or July? They're walking you to the CBDCs, central bank digital currencies. But now, ain't going to be no more, ain't it funny, ain't none of these goofy Professor Black, Shrews, Jason Black, and all these fake ass motherfuckers told you. If they get you into a central bank digital currency, you will get no reparations, moron. Because every month they're going to cut off your money. You're going to be taught where to spend, how to spend. You're going to be regulated on everything you do, everything you buy. That's why they're trying to put smart meters on your home to have all your refrigerators be smart fridges, all this smart shit. Because they want to regulate your complete life down to one iota, everything regulated. You're going to be in a prison. These morons about cut that check and all kind of dumb shit. You got a goddamn economic bank collapse happening. You ain't know what the hell's going on. But you're too busy talking about hate the African and you're not my lineage and all kind of dumb nigga shit. But you morons listening to Tariq right off the cliff, niggas, because it's coming. And I wonder what they gonna say when it happens. You know, that's the funny part about that, family. These morons are gonna be caught off guard. He ain't told them none of these Negroes are talking about that you been talking about dating and the ism and all this other idiotic nigga shit. Not understanding that this has been in preparation for 100 years, and now they actually got enough control of the planet to implement this wicked scheme. They've already told you there was a meeting of the it wasn't the Council on Foreign Relations, it wasn't the CFR, it was the Trilateral Commission started by David Rockefeller. Last week they said we're ready to implement all of it now. You know, you had somebody leak out the talking points. They said we're ready now to implement all of it. We don't believe we can be stopped. So that's why you had the Federal Reserve tell you they're going to now release Fed Now. Do this for me, Joby. Pull up on Google, say, what time period is Fed Now supposed to be released? What time period is Fed? Go to Google and say, what time period I mean, say when is Fed Now, FED, supposed to be released? When is Fed Now supposed to be or implemented?
When
You know these
is?
more, huh? Fed,
When
FED. Yeah, when is Fed Now, FED, supposed to be implemented? See, all the reparations and shit is a distraction for dumb niggas. White people ain't planning to give black people shit, and black people can understand that. They're already moving to make sure they're not giving by implementing this digital currency on your ass. They let black people in these internet spaces, this Twitter shit, and all this Twitter morons, and don't even know how the world works, don't know the banking system, don't understand, never been to college, don't know finance. Most of these goofy niggas listen to Rico and understand how finance even works. Because he's an idiot himself. He's a moron. I just laugh. Especially back in the day when we were still big, used to take half my show and try to I'd fuck it up so to mess them all up. You know what he's talking about. He's an idiot. So, you see any date? Say we're Fed Now, supposed to be implemented.
No,
I think it's like June or July.
I see.
Well, you're one of the few people then. Well, they're good for you. You're already prepared. I'm glad you're already prepared that not your issue. Then you should already know. If you are prepared, you shouldn't be following Tariq Nasheed's talking points and talking about lineage and all other kind of dumb shit. You're already prepared. You already know what's coming. So good for you. So when is Fed Now supposed to take implementation? We should tell you. Fed Now, FED, NOW. So what they're doing is now they're trying to slowly walk us into the CBDC. Okay, so they're going to try to collapse the small banks. That's why they built out Silicon Valley Bank and also Signature Bank, because that was part of their banking cartel. But the regional banks they want to collapse. That's going to have people have fear, Joe, but that's going to move black people and other people that don't make it into the big banks, right? The big banks.
I think I'm the one typing something different. I don't know. When is the FED
Now.
supposed to be FED now?
Yeah, maybe let's just say Federal Reserve. The Federal Reserve Now program supposed to start. Maybe guys start the whole thing instead of abbreviated. When is the Federal Reserve Now start? Yeah, I was just trying to abbreviate it, maybe tell it. So at understanding the Federal Reserve Now, what they're trying to do is now what they're going to do, fam, they're going to collapse. Because remember, all your regional banks are insolvent. I told you guys years ago, get your money out the banks. The big banks and the regional banks are going to be insolvent. So they're going to be bought up by the big boys. Your money's going to go there. And then you're going to try to get your money out. They're going to say, no, your money's now going to be put into the CBDC.
July.
So it's always in July. So it's in July. Fam. So this is the rollout. See, that's what you hear these Negroes talking about. This is the rollout. This is happening. Stand this? That morons talking about cut the check and all other kind of ignorant ass nigga shit because they know you're stupid. They're already gelling you in here. You're not getting any reparations because they're already making the structure to make sure you don't get, and not that you don't get it, that they completely lock you down into utter slavery. So I'm going to start looking at what cryptocurrencies we're going to have to maneuver out, family. There was something I told you a couple of years ago that I think maybe Bitcoin may be the safest avenue. I'm going to tell you, we're going to have to move some of our money into Bitcoin. Whether it be Bitcoin or some of the other ones to have a safekeeping, because when this shit happens, it's going to happen fast. Remember, bank collapse happened fast, family. It's overnight. That's why I've always studied bank crisis and inflation. We are inflation reading hyperinflation. And if the Fed raises rates again, we're going to hit hyperinflation because we had too much money printing. They know what they did. They control the money. They printed too much on purpose to bring us into this new world order. One world government. You understand this? No more conspiracy theory, no more tinfoil hat shit. They're in implementation. They're not in beta anymore. They're in implementation right now. They're in implementation. So we're going to have to fight this. As Joby just told you, in July, they plan to roll out the Federal Reserve now. That means they're going to be connecting all your money into the Fed where it can be controlled. Watch. Understand this? So you're going to have an avenue, an off-ramp, because when this shit goes south, it's going to be too late. You're done. You're stuck in it. You're done. Shout out to Nigeria. You talk about Nigeria doing all this. They were riding in the streets. They were bringing them central bank digital currency. They seem to know it. So the squeeze is on. Everything else is a divert. That's why they must bring us to war. That's why you got the Ukrainian war happening right now. Because they need war because of this diversion. But when the system collapses, you don't blame them. They can pull in their new wicked ass system. That's even more wicked than the last one. That's why they're pushing for war. And you got China, hey, let's have peace. And they got the America, no, we don't want no peace. It's going to be war. Why not? Why can't we have peace? Because they need war. Every war on this planet has been a banker's war. So these bankers are coming up with CBDCs. So Bill Gates is lying and saying they want to chip you. You already got chipped if you got the, you know what. Nanotech all through that shit.
Mm-hmm.
So we know what's going on when they trying to implement. I think someplace they've already implemented some. I think Australia started a rollout of it. I'm not sure about because there are no governments now. Government is delusion. These bankers run the world. They run these governments that you call government. Mine is no more than a puppet of said Rothschild, said Rockefellers, who run the damn globe because they print money from nothing. So that's why they killed Kennedy. And start with was reading about Johnson. They killed Kennedy because he said he was going, hey, we got to get rid of this fake money printing. Anybody got those Kennedy the Kennedy $2 bills or were they $5 bills? You guys remember which ones were they? Were they $5 bills or were they $2 bills? I can't remember. I had one years ago. They would collect the items. Remember when he started allowing the Treasury to print money, which is constitutional. The Federal Reserve is illegal. It's privately owned corporation. According to our Constitution, it is illegal. The money that we use, it is illegal. It is a privately owned note, not printed by the U.S. government. Printed by what? Families, wicked ass families. It is illegal. It's a crime. So when Kennedy called that out, they put a bullet in his goddamn head. Yeah, it was a $2 bill. That was a $2 bill. Remember Kennedy, $2 bills that got him murdered because he said, I'm going to print the money. Not these goddamn banker families. Not the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, the Warburgs, and the Carnegie, and J.P. Morgan. I'm going to print it. And they moved quickly to blow his goddamn head off. And only now they told you that, no, they admitted it. We all knew it was the CIA and Mossad that killed his ass. We already knew this. We didn't know about 60 years later, but when you said that, oh, you had a tinfoil hat, you was crazy, it was Oswald, and all them other dumb lies. One guy, one shot, the magic bullet theory. It ain't funny. Every media told you that for 60 years that Oswald killed Kennedy until recently. Every media, every magazine, every newspaper, because they own it all. They own it all. So all you get is lies and distortion of lies. Like that fake 9/11 shit. A complete lie. That you thinking people in a dirty cave organizing 9/11 and all that old shit. It's a lie. And since they dumbed down everybody, remember, all educational systems on the planet have dumbed everybody down. More so than others, depending on what part of the country you are. Because the educational system we use globally is the Rockefeller one. Globally. Back in 1848, and they said, oh, no, we gotta down people. People gotta go want to die.
I think we lost Kate. I think Kate is you're in a bad area. You're in a bad area, I guess, but no, I can't. Okay, I guess it's on our kids' end, but I see Jibajiba is saying that Bank of England just raised their 4.25%, which is this is the second time I've seen you saying that you have a bunch of those $2 bills. I thought they were useless. I'll keep them. You've had them that they are of important of use. I hope Keith is gonna be able to make it in. But we'll get straight to the main topic of the day. Of course, this is regarding what Burna Boy, is responding, to the claims, after the remarks he made about the African and the African Americans, and this was actually on a tweet that on a video that he was captured talking about this. But they're saying that Burna Boy has now clarified his remarks about the African diaspora and returning of the continent of Africa after receiving backlash from social media. And in a video posted via Twitter on Friday 17th March, the activist posed the question, why is it important that the diaspora come back home? And to the Grammy-winning Nigerian artist, Burna Boy responded that African Americans are unaware of where their roots stem from Africa, in Africa. And he said, let's use America, that is Burna Boy, began before inquiring, and they asked that, why do you think the Chinese Americans has their respect? And this is something I think we've been discussing a couple of times when we say that we African people, when we go to, I think that is one of the things that this guy, not black, is saying. When we go to outside the continent, we want to take tribalism along with us. And I think this is one of the things to keep on saying, that we tend to forget we're African first before tribe. Want to take tribalism everywhere we go. But you're back, Kid. Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yeah,
to the bad air. That's to the bad. Let me put my diatribe. And I'm proud of you guys. A lot of you guys found us, even though we're a smaller channel, that we got taken down. So a lot of you guys did try to find us. Because every time I turn around, channel taken down. Channel taken down. And it's funny, I can't say shit without a channel getting taken down. I can't say a goddamn thing. I can't say nothing. And those shows were Joby shows getting taken down. We're hardly saying nothing, right? Because yesterday they took down you guys know, we on this small channel we just started. Got like 20 people as 20 people as goddamn subs. They don't got thousands on this channel. And it was taken down yesterday. Immediately taken down. That's how you know we're being censored like a mug. What I'm telling you, you're not supposed to know. You get caught with all this other illusionary fake shit that black people talk about, entertainment, Democrat, Republic, all that bullshit. Thing right now is now be prepared for what's coming down the pipe. By end of April, we're going to have bank collapse because they're all insolvent. They're all insolvent families. So I'm going to go and do some research and find out what kind of cryptocurrency so we can be ready, so we can be ready to make a move, because this shit is real now. I talked about it for so many years, and it's kind of funny now to really be in it. And make sure you get your food together. Make sure you have your water together. Make sure you have enough provisions, okay? now. Do it now. Make sure you have enough provisions. Okay? For what's coming. Because most black people are going to be fucked up. They just not going to make it. That's a sad fact. Most black people, they be talking about, sadly, when my boy told me, hey, my lineage. Well, your lineage, nigga, your stomach don't touch your backbone. While you screaming about your lineage when the bank collapsed and you got no food that you ain't saved up for. Most black people got no clue what's coming down the pipe. They been living in a goddamn dreamland, la-la world. We're in real serious times here now. So we must be adults and be ready to be proactive, not reactive. All right? We're not to be dealing with fear, because as black people, we don't deal with fear. We take knowledge and we act accordingly. Because a lot of, that's why a lot of this shit on the internet was all created for distraction. I can't keep a channel up, but I'm speaking in code. It can't keep a damn channel up. I'm speaking in code. It can't keep one channel up. Ain't that funny? Because as soon as the channel reached 1,000 subs, it used to be 5,000. First it was 10, go down, then I think it was less. But I got Joey, we was at 7,000 in, took them channels down. Then we got the 4 down, then 3-4 months, it was at 2,000. Took all them down. As soon as it starts going, you know it's coming down. We don't say nothing. I'm not talking to nigga babble and hate other people and all that old dumb shit. They want you to practice tribalism globally. So, I have no fear. We're gonna survive. I know. We can't save it. But I wondered. That was when I started Black Ops to save most black people globally. First in America. Wake up. Let them know what's really going on. The black people, as a collective, we can't fathom evil. We can't fathom people really being evil. Black Americans and Africans on the continent, we can't fathom evil. Because we're not evil people and we don't understand real evil. So it's hard for us to understand people do evil and wicked shit to us. I don't understand why we don't get it, because we've been experimenting on since slavery and all kind of wicked shit that happened to us, but still, it's still not our nature to understand evil, because we're not evil people. We're loving, we're kind. At core, that's our nature. And see, I was an advocate people, I wish they would have traveled. Like I've had the benefit of traveling, so I know we're the same people. Because I see the same behavior, the same humanity, no matter where I went. Whether I was in Ghana, whether I was in South Africa, whether when I was in Nigeria. Some things might be fucked up when I was in Kenya, Tanzania. I seen the same, Namibia, I seen the same humanity. I always thought, wow, this is dangerous. That's why I thought our humanity, it's sad to say that. But I would say, damn, this is some dangerous shit. Our humanity, we're real nice and loving, and that's dangerous. Because other people take advantage of our humanity. They take advantage of our kindness. Now you'll see, they'll take the same old shit. Oh, black people killing people, Chicago, LA. That's because the system of poverty that you've been put in. Or you'll see the crime in Nairobi. That's not your nature. And you have white people, but now say, I don't understand why black people commit crime. Poverty doesn't have nothing to do with crime. You sound crazy as cat shit. That's why there was no prisons and no black societies nowhere on the planet. Because they weren't impoverished. Only reason why you commit crimes because you need shit because you're impoverished. They try to say it's now like a moral hazard that black people commit crimes because we're just morally bankrupt. Which is a goddamn lie. We're the most peaceful, loving people on the planet. And we only commit crime because we've been put in organized poverty. That's why in America we did supposed to get reparations. Because, when you get anybody white, it wasn't my parents that enslaved, it wasn't well, motherfucker, we never got our 40 acres. That's worth millions of dollars right there. We never got the 40 acres and the mule that was promised to us. That's worth over $1 million right there. So just give me my goddamn 40 acres then. Okay? Fuck all the babble talk about what your ancestors and you weren't responsible for slavery. Okay. The debt is due about every African American that was freed in this country was promised 40 acres and a goddamn mule. Back then, I ain't never seen a mule in America in my life. Back then they used them shit. Back then. Okay. The 40 acres debt is overdue. Where's the 40 acres? That's worth $1 million no matter where you're going to be. 40 acres is worth millions of dollars, family. It just is. Well, hell, you get 1 acre land is worth goddamn $500,000 in America. Well, half an acre is worth $500,000 in America. So 40 acres, okay. That's the debt that you promised. You don't argue with these wicked ass crackers. This is the debt that you promised me. My 40 acres. Okay, you didn't have nothing to do with slavery. Okay. If you say you love Jesus and you're righteous, okay, cool. Just give me the 40 acres that would be worth $8, $9, $10 million a day. Pay all my people that you never gave. That's the debt that's due. That ain't got nothing to do whether you had us in slavery or you didn't know. Hey, Robin, you found us too. A lot of y'all found us on the. I tell them that never killed any Ukrainians, but I'm paying tax to help them. Yeah, and you're exactly right. Exactly. We never killed no Ukrainians, but our tax dollars going in with. Why are we paying for Ukraine? Oh, you white people don't cry about that. You're not up in arms about giving billions of dollars to the Ukrainians. Exactly right, Big Cheese. Come at you with that bullshit about you ain't your my family ain't never had no slaves. But you know what? You came to America when you was impoverished in Europe because Europe was poor. That's a fake shit you didn't tell the half. Europe was poor, impoverished. You came to America because it was wealthy, and it was only wealthy from the Africans that built this raggedy motherfucker of our sweat and toil and our back. Huh? That's why you came. You didn't come to America because it was poor, same way you didn't come to Africa was poor. You came to America because it was wealthy, and it became wealthy because of slavery. See, now these wicked white people want to rewrite history. Oh, it wasn't because of slavery America got rich. It wasn't. It was the Industrial Revolution. Motherfucker, what do you think funded the Industrial Revolution? Huh? Where do you think that money came from? What the fuck are you talking about? Don't let these white people ever gaslight you with that bullshit. Where do you think this goddamn money for the Industrial Revolution came from? Every major bank, every major insurance company was funded off the back of black slavery. Don't ever let these white people gaslight you with this bullshit. And most of these white people didn't come to the country until after it was already built and wealthy. Always understand that through something called the Great Migration, family. These white people try to tell you, I'm a great American patriot, and blah, blah, blah. They try to tell you some fake shit. They can trace their family back to the founding of other country. And you know that's a goddamn lie. Because the majority of these white people didn't show up but 100 years ago to something called the Great. What's up, Joe, before me? As Google said, what years were the Great Migration? What years? European, I gotta say European. Then what years were the Great European Migration to America? I gotta make it more specific. Then what years was the Great European Migration to the United States?
They say European migration to America may be dated from 1620 when 100 pilgrims from England set out the difficult four-month journey across the Atlantic Ocean. and most European immigrated from America between 1820 to 1920.
Okay. 18 what? Say it again.
1820 to 1920.
1820, and we know it wasn't really 1820. It was like 1900 to 1920, what Joe be saying, right? So we know it's that right there, right? So the white people try to tell you that, oh, my family didn't have slaves. Your family was over there sucking their own dicks in Europe, living in filth, shit, and piss. That's what was going on in Europe. You were living in shit, piss, and filth. That's what you come back and tell they ass. You hit them with the truth right in their face. You don't get to talk that crazy stuff. You came to America because they were giving away free. Remember, family, they gave these Europeans free land. Free, because they were white. They were white. They said, hey, come to America, white people. They wanted more white people over here. Come to America, white people. We got free land, and it's wealthy because we built the country off these niggas. We built the country off these niggas. You see it? We built the country off these niggas. So ever let them gaslight you about their family. Some of they came over, you know, my family don't say your family was poor and fucked up in Europe. That's why you didn't come over to America because it was poor. You came because it's rich, and now you reap the benefits of my ancestors being enslaved. So that debt is due. It's owed. Okay. Don't play the rep. Pay the 40 acres. They owe that. That was on the book. That's a debt. Don't tell me. Don't nobody know. Uncle Buddy find out. Every African American was promised 40 acres and a mule. Okay. 40 acres a day is worth at least 10 million goddamn dollars. That debt has not been paid. So start there first. At $10 million, you owe every black man, woman, and child in this country. That debt is due. Okay? So family with the slavery shit because you still never paid the 40 acres. Okay? Don't let these people gaslight you with this bullshit. Yeah. Show them Homestead Act and they get quiet. Exactly. Them Homestead. Do this for me, Joby. Say, what was the Oklahoma? What year was the Oklahoma land rush? The Oklahoma. You mean OKLOMAA? It's MAHA, Oklahoma. Oh yeah. OC. Was it OKLHOMA? Is it Oklahoma? I never can spell that goofy ass state. Oklahoma. Is it OKLAHOMA? Oklahoma. They advertised back in Europe because they wanted more white people. Remember the same way they wanted to do with Kenya. Kenya was supposed to be a white man's country. And they're going to kill off all the niggas like they killed all the immigrants here. I mean, all the indigenous Indians, the white ones in this Mongolia. What year, Joby?
1889.
So look, that's after slaves. All these white people given free land, Joby, from Europe. Is it come over? Now imagine, Joby, you're in Europe, you're all fucked up, you're poor, you know, your asshole is blown out, your feet are fucked up, you got rotten feet, rotten teeth, and you see in the newspaper, come to America, you get free land. And you're going to stay in Europe, Joey, where you're all fucked up, impoverished, can't wash your ass, your teeth are falling out your head. What you going to do, Joey?
Because I'm going to come to the free land.
You going to do what?
I'm coming for the free land.
All right. Coming to America. So the debt that America has, you owe, because you came when the country was already established. The idea that you don't have to pay anything is absolutely moronic. So don't listen to white people try to gaslight you with bullshit. But that's why they set up this digital currency too right now, to make sure they don't pay us. Right? Just to stop us at the goddamn track. So we got to fight one. We got to stop the digital currency first to get our reparations, or we'll never get it. We'll never get it. What you doing, Joe? You went to the bathroom or something?
I'm cooking.
Oh, you cooking?
Yeah, I was cooking. But anyway, before we wind up, of course, I was talking about Burna Boy.
That's 2 hours already? Damn.
Yeah.
Oh, you got your camera? Why you putting the face, W? You all messed up looking? Your camera off?
Nah, I told you my eyes are tearing when the lights are on. Today, I don't know what's up with my eyes. I feel they're very painful.
Well, let me see your eyes. Let's see. We got to get some glasses in. Let's see your eyes. Let's see. Turn on for a second. 1 second.
What?
Turn your camera on for a second. Let me see your eyes.
No, I'm in the dark. I don't want to switch on the lights. They're really affecting my eyes. I swear. I'm not switching on the lights. The laptop light is affecting me, man.
Oh, you're in the dark. What the hell are you doing up in the dark?
In the dark.
But use the other light, Joby. Don't use the big light. Use the other light. Where's the other light at?
It's right here, but I'm not switching no light today. You guys,
crazy ass.
I barely switch off my camera, but anyway, my eyes are really painful. No lie, my eyes, I'm feeling them. They're painful. Then I'm really like scratching them. The more I scratch them, the more the pain. The more I scratch them.
No more looking cute, Joby. No more being pretty. We gotta go get some glasses. We gotta go get some glasses, Joby.
Anyway, what Burna Boy say? They say that Burna Boy did respond back to the remarks after, about what he said about the Africa and the African Americans.
Yeah, but he's disrespectful. Right, what did he say?
I'm saying Burna Boy has
we wait to the end of the show to do the main topic, Joby. Goddamn.
Of course, it is the end of because it is the topic, like the end of the show.
Yeah, we're going to the topic in the beginning. That's the majority of the topic shit.
Did you even allow me to even say about the topic?
All right, calm down.
You took over. You took over, and then you took over on things that I can't really clarify. I just keep quiet and listen. That's what I do. Anyway, but I say that Burna Boy has now clarified his remarks about the African diaspora and returning to the continent of Africa after receiving backlash from social media. And in a video posted on Twitter, there was a question posed to him about why is it important that the diaspora people should come back home. And this was his response. He said that let's use America. Burna Boy began by inquiring, why do you think the Chinese America has their respect? That is what he asked. And he answered his own question detailing that this Chinese America has a base and he knows he's from China. And the Italian American knows where their grandparents came from in Italy. They know the first person from the family to come to America and start the line to make them Italian American, and same goes to everyone else except the African American. How can African American and Italian American be on the same field? Since when? That is what he asked. That is what he clarified on. And personally,
I don't know why everybody getting all mad because they've been listening to Tariq niggas. There's all these goofy project motherfuckers, the Dan Callaways, the Tariq, those are the morons. The only thing I want to tell them, the Africans so old. Why do you think you got tribes? Why do you think these Indian motherfuckers, you call yourself tribes? Where do you think tribes came from? Where do you think totems came from? Most they know about, explain to me what a totem means. But I tell them, even if you was here, totems come out of Africa. So I've already went down to the south western part of the United States. Those houses are just like in Africa. That the Apache and the Navajo use. Those are Africa. And the funny thing about it, these Mongolian motherfuckers admitted to I had to ask them because I knew where the fucking design came out of Africa. But most of these niggas don't know shit. They never been nowhere. They're on social media talking stupid. Tariq is my idol. This goofy fucking grifting ass, hustling ass, phony nigga telling them dumb shit. They've done no research, won't find out shit. Where do you think you got totem pole, stupid. You're a tribe, right? Totems came out of Africa. Another historic fact. Don't get mad at me for explaining why I don't want to be African. It's not my lineage. Why? There's a totem pole. They go your totem all throughout the United States. Where do you think it came from? Why do you think these niggas want to be motherfuckers walk around with feathers in their head? It came from Africa. But they had a Mongolian motherfucking Indian won't even dispute that shit. I think that feathers came from Africa. Now you wear them in your head here. It came from somewhere. There's a starting point from somewhere. Don't argue this shit because I've been all over the world. Most of these morons ain't been out their damn city. I don't argue about shit I know about. Motherfucker can't totem. What's a totem? The totem pole. Ain't you an indigenous nigga? The totem, nigga. What's your totem? They can't even tell me they goddamn totem. Okay, you say you're indigenous here. What tribe? This your lineage, right? What tribe did you come from? Okay, you say you're Cherokee, you say you're Choctaw. What's the totem of the tribe? What's the totem? Totem? What totem? What? I don't know the totem. Jesus, man, shut the fuck up. Get your stupid ass away from me. Fucking moron. So, I ain't know that totems come out of Africa, what totems mean, what is it? What does totem symbolize? They ain't learn what a totem means? What does it mean? Help me out. Help me help you. I'm not saying you know. Tell me what should be absolutely crazy. And tell them to divide themselves. This only benefits European power. They know that they can't deny that totems here in America. You say you're indigenous, nigga. Then wait, what totem are you? What's the totem? What be told of? Oh, Tariq ain't told you about your totem, nigga. What totem are you? The damn Mongolian knows his totem. Why don't you know it? You say this your lineage. And you don't know your own totem. Get your goofy ass away from me, you fucking moron. Listen to some high school dropout that the cracker done fucking put in front of you. Crazy as hell. Niggas are absolute agents. And I don't even trust that, and I don't trust that Tariq Bay dude either. I don't trust that. I think Big Cheese is most likely right about him too. I feel easy about that cat too. Feel like it's some fraudulent investigation. I haven't had enough time to really go into him either. I'm starting to get a bad vibe from this cat too. It's always frauds and phonies and things to keep black people distracted. I think Big Cheese may be right about this cat too. You know, I don't want to get too invested. I don't got time to get invested in this goofy red hat wearing nigga. So I don't care. I don't got time to get all invested in him. But I was asking you, what is your totem? Where your totem come from then? Say your totem. You hear it? Those niggas ain't know what a totem is. Totem? The totem pole, stupid. Every Indian nation had a totem. You didn't know that? You say you're indigenous. Why don't you know that? They get all fucked up when I put that up on them. What? Yeah. Totems come out of Africa. It didn't start here. Get all mad at me because you don't know shit. Shit crazy. This is some fucking high school dropout telling you some shit about a lineage. Nigga ain't even found his own lineage. How you gonna talk about you black first? You got a whole half white woman up in there. You know what? Francis Chris Wilson is my hero. They believe everything this moron tell them. He's a hero. When the ISIS papers, she specifically said, don't talk crazy about other black people and don't be marrying mixed women. Don't make no mulatto babies because you destroy the fabric of African and black society. But that's his hero. No, that's the grift he gave to you goofy niggas. That's the grift he gave to you goofy morons. Why you ain't read Dr. Francis Chris Wilson's book? The ISIS papers. Why you ain't read it? Goes against everything this Tariq motherfucker, that's his hero. He don't believe nothing she said. shit crazy. And I make this shit make sense. Absolutely crazy talk. He always used to quote Neely Fuller when Neely Fuller asked about him. I don't know the hell that is. And somebody asked, hey, you know what Tariq is? I don't know who the hell that is. You guys remember that about 8 or 9 years ago? Somebody asked Neely Fuller, did he know Tariq Nasheed was? I don't know who the hell that is. He used your talking point. I don't know what the hell that is. He ain't never reached out to me. Because it was a grip. Awesome. And Burna boy is right. Africa being strong, we don't get any respect globally. That's a fact about the Chinese. I told you, were always insulted when China was weak and poor. Chinese people get all insulted. Like when we had when Joey played Blaze and said, remember that Chinese working on a railroad next to black people all poor? And the Chinese guy fell out. He said, and the white guy said, stop that cheek. They didn't call him Chinese. It was disrespectful cheek like a nigga. That cheek. Stuck that cheek a day's pay for napping on the job. He fell out because he was all heat exhausted. Stuck that cheek a day's pay for napping on the job. It was nothing but outright disrespect. Because they didn't respect them because their country had no power and fuck them. That's how white people treat you. Let you fight them, fuck them. You're weak.
It's like that video. There's a video I think K. Williams has shared on the WhatsApp. There was this Nigerian woman who was begging money in on the streets, and then the cracker is asking her like, why aren't you Nigerians in Nigeria to fix your country? Why are you always running away from Africa? Like, you think that you're gonna get the life you want right here? Why can't you just control your own economy and all that? The disrespect is just too much on our faces just to be specific.
And the white and the black woman not knowing it's the white man that's got the economy all messed up. But you gotta be right. You gotta go back home and fight. Just like Katie when I want to run and leave Africa. And then I'm glad you see when you get it, they don't like your ass. You can't run out you fight. That's where your respect is at. You lose respect when you run to other people's country. So I mean, you're enjoying what they built, what they stolen from you. Everything they stole, everything while their countries work, was stolen out of Africa. Why won't you fight and fight for your own country? Because you got niggas with blonde hair talking about it's wrong to fight. Why are we out here fighting? Stop it! Stop it! They broke into another store. If you don't shut your weak punk ass up, you don't shut your weak ass up. You disgust me, boy. You one of my sons, boy. Oh my God, I can't stand on you. You one of my kids. Oh my God. Who raised your weak ass? That's what I ask. I tell my daughter, you better not bring this motherfucker home. You bring him home, you better not bring no nigga like that to me. Ever. Come here with blonde hair talking about, somebody, one of the stores got vandalized. Motherfucker, we in the midst of a revolution. Oh, shit gonna get tore up around here. What the hell you talking about? Get your weak ass up out of here. Tell my daughter she better get rid of your ass. She better get rid of you before she make it home. Call me back tonight. Hey, you got rid of his ass? I got rid of him, Daddy. You better get rid of his ass. Bring that weak ass nigga around me. Rid of his ass tonight. Why you breaking up with me? You ain't got to tell him I told you to get rid of him today. Why you break? I don't know. It just ain't working right. You ain't got to tell him your daddy said you better get rid of his ass. It just ain't. We just ain't gonna make it. You tell him we just ain't gonna make it.
I see Big Cheese is saying Tariq and Tariq Bay and Bucci Bear are getting more views and donations off his weak ass beef. They're all grifting. And
that's what I think is going on, Tariq. I mean Big Cheese. That's what I gather. I thought, what is the point behind this same thing over and over? That's what I'm getting. I said, Big Cheese, they called it again. That's why I stopped looking at this shit. I said, I'm out. Because what I did, I want to see stuff. I always want to see something. So what I did was, you always look at the shows. I don't know if you look at shows recently. recently, Big Cheese, I gave his ass a donation, right? Every donation he shouts out, every one of them, it's $5. So I gave this goofy nigga a $10 donation. He looked at my name, read it, didn't say nothing. Read the comment, didn't say nothing like I was there. He didn't acknowledge the comment at all. I said, yeah, I got you, nigga. I got you. I got you, goofy nigga. He didn't read everybody. I say for the whole show, everybody's comments who donated, he read, right? Mine was the only one. He didn't read it. Only gave him $10, right? So he didn't read it. He looked at it, let it step. He looked at the name and didn't say a goddamn thing. I started laughing. I said, nigga. I get it. I got you. I get it. I just started laughing. I said, Big Cheese and called another one. I said, let me see. Let me just do my own little test here. Big Cheese and called another fake, phony, grifting ass nigga. Trying to make money off his other. It's going against Tariq hustle. I'm going against Tariq. if that other moronic ass fat bastard that Brandon dude. I don't know who this fat idiot. He said, hey, be talking about them. You know he love the white man. Y'all love the white man, man. You black people are fucked up and the white man is great. Anyway, let Joby get out of there, family. My brother, you guys, Thomas. Go back and check out the interview they had on this channel with those guys. Sad enough, the majority was on the radio station because Joey's camera went out, and the stuff got heated on the radio. I love this on the radio shit. I can say what I wanted to say, but I'm gonna have them brothers come over. Joey's gonna set it up to try to have them over once a week to have that female. I really don't want him. I really don't want the coon. I'll be honest. But the girls will say I'm being me. I really don't want that coon nigga back. I don't care if he's DJing or what he does. I really don't want that coon nigga. The coon vibe, I don't like the coon vibe. I don't like coon.
Nobody said you're gonna be mean. I'm saying nobody said you're gonna be mean. If you want him, it's him. We bring him.
All we want is him. Bring him.
Okay, we'll look forward to work on that.
Because he has good conversation back and forth with the girls. He challenges their beliefs. They challenge his beliefs. And it's good radio. Do me a favor, Joby. Go to the channel, Joby. Show like 15 minutes of that show for me.
Okay.
Real quick. Yeah. Show like 15 minutes of show. This brother's actually pretty smart. He understands what's going on. Like, that'll do it. This cool. I didn't want to say his head. I was trying to be nice and say he had a hat on. But I want you guys to see the first 15 minutes of it. I like Shimani's always engaged. I like Shimani's engaged. Joby's engaged. There's good conversation, and I like that. Did Maria even go on today? I was too busy. All right.
It's a bad day today.
So that's the part that Mr. Africa do, right? American, maybe right. I got the studio in Uganda. Sometimes the lights go out, right? So I got the Mr. Not Black American Issues, maybe right, because I got the studio in Uganda, and sometimes the lights don't work over there. It is what it is. But go ahead, play some of it, Joby.
He's the one.
Was he? I thought he's married. I thought he's married. I thought Boosie Bear's married. Not Black American Issue. I thought he's married. I don't trust that dude. I thought he's married. Oh, I thought that guy is married.
What is really going on? So later, I come to discover this. This is what.
Yeah, I thought he got me some back up. Yeah, he was listening because you know what? Pause it. I noticed because he subscribed to the BitChute channel. I mean, not the BitChute, but the Rumble channel. And he heard me talking about the Morris shit. That's why he's angry. You're probably right, Big T. Because he subbed to us over there in Rumble. He subbed to us in Rumble. Go ahead, Joby, go ahead, play. Now look at this coon ass nigga there with that yellow hair.
I understand now. I understand. Let me tell you something. The Kamba community has no bite. It is a dog with zero bite.
Yeah. Like
no man.
It's
the only way
no, it's not
about tribalism. It's just facts. From their leader himself, he has no bite. Watermelon.
But I ain't come.
I said the region. I didn't say you. The region.
Matcha.
Yeah, I don't follow these guys. I didn't know I thought he was married.
Do not have the
I don't follow these guys.
But all I was saying is this. And all I'm saying is this. The fight is always with the young. Because we have the future. We are creating it currently. If you want to create the future, start now. Or 20 years ago. Okay? And you were saying about this quote of the day thing. Conquer self to conquer the world. Do not be a coward. Go liberate your country actively. I do not say be in the street, but use each and every platform you can to liberate your country. Do not be consumed by the government propaganda.
Period.
The truth is the truth. Unga ni expensive. The truth is nyanya ya 10 ni ndogo.
Yeah. Ukweli. And alafu umejua ukienda State House na utakanja utakuna kule 24/7.
No,
naona wataki kutushikishia.
They allocated themselves 806 million Kenyan shillings. Okay. For what?
For cars.
802.
Yes.
For cars.
Okay, I even told these people, let's do simple mathematics, okay? Let's say it was 3 of them. It was Ruto, Gachagua, and Mudavadi, right?
The 3 amigos.
Yes. Let's say even one was getting 4 cars, and then each is 50,000. You know, it is now, let's say
50,000.
50 million. I'm sorry. So
I get Joby to take a picture of. Just about to take Joby and the girls and put the new studio up on the network, and get Maria's studio up on the network website too. I can take down that old shit and I gotta get Joby to get somebody to get the girls, and then from the couch I can get a picture of the new studio, so I can put it up on the network. Go ahead, Joby. I like that guy. That guy is smart.
Which car did they buy with all that money? They were supposed to get 4 cars each.
4 cars each.
Imagine
in
when
the budget. Wait. So
which type of car?
I even wonder what car even I was just like saying, let's say, assuming, assuming.
So for them to buy 12 cars, they are supposed to get 4 cars. For them to buy 4 cars,
check out the video.
Each car should cost 60.
Yeah, check it out when you gotta get cash. That's a good.
3
Yeah, I never denied that was black. I've been telling people it's black people here. All over the planet. Wasn't that you were just here? You were there. We're in Asia. The first China, the first Asians are black. The first Europeans are black. I never said about nobody black here in America. It was there 1,000 years for anybody. For even before the Mongolians showed up, you was here. 1,000 years before they even showed up, there were black people. Even though white people and other people try to lie and gaslight that, I'm not denying that. I'm telling you, it was one damn landmass called Pangea. That science is proven that Africans all over this planet, you're the first people, science. The dirty little secret is they don't want to tell you all these fake ass lies because you got you know who runs the world, the people with the tiny hat have created fake history, right? You want to tell you this history, civilization started 6,000 years. That's a goddamn lie. We know white people don't get on this planet to 6,000 years ago. And where these other people come from? Ain't nobody black, became no Asian, became no Indian, and became no damn white man. Where these people come from? The genetics don't work right because I told you, this for everything they study, they lie and hide it. African people, and this one, I'm gonna hurt your feelings, and I don't want to hurt your feelings. You go look this up. This is a fact. You say they're not your lineage, that's a lie. African people have 9 strands of genetic coding. This is a biological fact. 9 strands of genetic coding. Okay? All other people on this planet only have 6. So you can't evolve backwards because they tell you they went from black to white to Chinese, all that shit. Well, we got 9 strands of genetic coding. Everybody else has 6. One step above a chimpanzee that has 5. The big ape has 4. The orangutan has 3. So everybody that's non-African has 6 strands of genetic coding. That is a biological fact. You cannot evolve in reverse. The African has 9. The African is the god on this planet. 9 strands of genetic coding. Nobody else is even close to us. Everybody, you East Indian 6, your Asian 6, your Caucasian 6. And ain't nobody got 7. Ain't nobody got 8. Only the African has 9. So tell me, they know that. They've been hiding it. Ain't that funny? They know it. Why they hiding it? Why they hiding it from you? Because you know that makes evolution a lie. You can't evolve fucking backwards. You can't go from goddamn 9 to 6. You can only go from 6 to 9 if it was an evolutionary trait. And we know we're the first people here. So why these people, how do they start evolving backwards? Where the fuck these people come from? And like I told you, study child about the wonderful African child. It's African people. There's nothing they won't tell you. We develop faster than anybody on the planet. Intellectually, physically, emotionally. But since you kept them poverty and lies, they stunt your growth. Nobody never teach you nothing about this. Why you keep all your facts a lie and you're caught in craziness? You're not supposed to understand who you are as a people. So if you're different than the African on the continent, then you're a motherfucking animal then. Because everybody else has 6 genetic codes. That's a fact. I don't even gotta make this up. It's historic. This is genetic fact about everybody else has 6 strands of genetic code, motherfucker. I got 9. So you can say it's not your lineage, and you got 6 strands. That's on you. You're closer to a chimpanzee, like the Europeans are. That's 6 strands of genetic coding. You know, these are just facts. But they know why they haven't released that information. Why they ain't told nobody? Why they hiding it? Ask them. Why they hiding this information? I know. I was like, I get it. It's like when I gave him that donation, Big Chief. I was like the bubonic plague. I looked at his face. I looked at his face. I see him look at the name and didn't say a goddamn thing. And the other guy ran. Another guy came in after me, gave him $5. He went, "Hey brother, thanks for the $5." That was on that super chat shit, right? Thanks for the $5 and mention his comment. My name, he didn't mention shit on the comment. Yeah, nigga. Okay. And I've always done that to see. Each time I get the same thing, they don't never mention my name at all. It's funny. It's funny to me. It's funny that I laugh. Because I did it last night. Yeah, it was last night. He was on last night. I just started laughing. I said, damn, Big Cheese right about this nigga. He looked Okay, you guys did see it. Yeah, you see what he did? I was last night. I know, like, you see it. You see it, then, Big Cheese. I said, let me go and dust it. Because in my mind, I said, let me see if Big Cheese is right about this nigga. I always know when they do it. Because I wasn't going to do it because I was tired. It was like, I know you had a show. I said, you know what? Let me do it. And you seen it. If I'm lying, I'm dying, Big Cheese. You know he didn't mention it. He didn't say thank you. He knows another brother. He thanks everybody for their cash app and for their super. Yeah, thank you, brother. Let me tell you about blah, blah, blah. My name popped up. He didn't mention nothing. He didn't mention the guy. I think, all right, every time. That's why I do it. I said, let me get this nigga a donation. Everybody gonna shout out their donation. Let me see. That motherfucker act like the donation didn't even exist. I don't see no donation. I don't see shit. Don't hear no evil. Don't speak no evil. I don't know. Yeah, like that $10 didn't exist, Jack. That shit was hilarious. I said, gotcha, nigga. I said, damn, Big Cheese is right. Got you, nigga. I said, I wasn't going to touch it because something said, let me see, because I always do this to a cat. I used to do it back in the day. I said, let me see if Big Cheese is right. Let me check this cat right now. And you can tell what it is. You don't got to be stupid. You know what you're looking at. Let me tell you, family, here now, everybody that donated to him except me, everybody shout out and read their comments. He made sure he didn't show mine. He got rid of it as soon as he could and didn't say nothing, didn't say my name, and didn't say the comment. Yes, he didn't mention it either. Okay. But I'm going to let Joey get out of here. Much love, family. Remember, tomorrow's Friday, so they're going to be on the network. Joey don't like to announce it. Hey, where's everybody at? Why they ain't show up on the network?
Because I keep on telling you, so you need to be on the know. Be proactive, huh?
Yeah.
Be proactive. Yeah. Be proactive.
Yeah, but it's black people. Black people are stupid, so.
Mm-hmm. But anyway, much love, family. You guys have a good day.
Just like your friend with the yellow, hair. Did you tell him about his yellow hair? No. So say, hey, your hair looks so good, brother. Not. Anyway.
Much love, family. You guys take care. Have a productive day. I saw your comment, Big Cheese. Yes, it's 10 minutes of the whole the topic, then 3 hours of everywhere. Yeah, I saw you. But anyway, keep to
he was going in on him again. He's a good topic. Somebody get mad when you mention that feminism, boy. Good guy. How dare you? How dare you talk about being a feminist? There's a difference in being independent, Shimon, than being a feminist. Feminism was a white indoctrination plan by the Rockefellers. There's a difference. We're not saying not to be independent and not be also loving your men. I'm glad you guys did catch up yesterday, so you guys understood that the housewives of Atlanta and all that other dumb shit was to indoctrinate your mind to have you act as bad as American black women are, or any other women. To have you act all crazy and, unfeminine and I said there is an agenda what you're looking at, and he got it. Some of all the homosexual shit on TV. He said, "Don't bring that shit home to me." I come on exactly. That's what they do in the schools. Bring all this his, this, what, his, him, her, all this crazy shit.
Mm-hmm. Much love, family. You guys have a good night, good day on your end. For me, it's a good night here. It's raining. It's cold, like no man's business. So
we're gonna send her to the eyeglass doctor tomorrow.
You're gonna do what?
We're gonna send you to the eyeglass doctor tomorrow or the weekend.
During the weekend, yeah. We'll see about that.
All
Yeah.
right. All
So
right.
much love, family. You guys have a good night.
What's love, family?